Need a second. Just thinking about everything I've been through, it's a blessing. Each and every L I take in life just stand for lesson. And I ain't really interested in completing the second.
Yo, what's up, my kin? It's your boy DK Nice. We're back here again on another video. Now today, we got episode number 2 of this How to Build Your Perfect MUT Team. Now you guys seem to enjoy the last one with the user, so bringing it back. And we're doing it with the quarterbacks. The second probably most important position I feel like when it comes to building a MUT team or just any team in Madden is the quarterback. Now, like last time, we're gonna break it down into like tiers. The I'm broke tier, the cheap, and then most expensive. And then within those tiers, and they're gonna be, as far as like coin value, it's gonna be 10K or under for the I'm broke tier. Then the next tier is gonna be between 10 and 150, and then the next one is gonna be 150 and above. Now within each tier, I have one for accuracy, so they're more than likely gonna be the slower guys. One guy for speed, and then another guy that's kind of like the middle ground ish, or just someone I feel like that fits in between the two. Now at the time I'm making this video, there's 2 quarterbacks that kind of just came out. They're called golden tickets, and they're almost like they're like almost unobtainable and impossible for most. And that's Terrell Pryor and Deshaun Watson. Now, obviously, I would say these two are the best, and I would probably just say Deshaun Watson is the best. So if you can and you got 900K just chilling, Deshaun Watson is the best quarterback, in my opinion. Just like there's nobody that compares to that. Maybe Cunningham. I know Cunningham has 91 speed, but you might as well get 90. If you can, might as well get 94 speed, right? And just every single throwing stat is just insane between the 2 cards. So he doesn't have, play action. I guess it's good to have when you're running PA post. I don't really know. At this point, it really doesn't matter. But he's a little bit slower also than Deshaun Watson. So maybe he's a bit more elusive. But either way, these two are the best 2 cards in the game. But like I said, unobtainable. So those are those 2 guys. But right now we're gonna start off with the I'm broke tier. And we're going to start off with the middle ground in Josh McCown. The reason why we're going to start off with him, he's going to be, I wouldn't probably go with him if I'm at this level, just because he doesn't provide enough speed or enough accuracy, but he has enough of both. So if you want to go that route, these are his stats. 77 speed, so he's not, Drew Brees, Tom Brady slow in like the 60 range. But he also has enough accuracy. He's going to get the ball there. He's not like a Mike Vick, or even, let's say, the next guy we're going to go to is Randall Cunningham. So he has a lot of he has higher throwing stats in those areas. So if you want to lean towards accuracy, I would probably go with Josh Allen, but want a little more speed. Josh McCown, sorry. And I would go with him. But if you're one that wants a mobile quarterback, this is the guy that I would go with. 90 overall Randall Cunningham. Dude, why did I just do that? 90 overall Randall Cunningham. And the reason why I wouldn't go Vic over Cunningham is because Vic has throwing stats are like, he has 78 short throw. You could argue, I guess, and he's also left-handed too. So I guess you could like, if you want Vic, if you're a Vic fan, if you don't mind the left-handedness. But the reason why I would go Cunningham, he's only 1 speed less. He has 82 short throw. And everything else is pretty much the same. He has the 80 mid, which is okay. So personally, I would probably go Cunningham over Vic. Just because of that short throw issue that I have. So like if you throw in slants or drags, which I tend to do a lot. Not slants so much, but drags or hitches. He's kind of messing it up. So I'm going Cunningham here if you're, the speed kind. But me personally, and especially at this range when you're building your team up, I'm going accuracy. I need somebody that's just going to get the job done. At this point, in your MUT team, you want to get somebody that's going to do their job. You want to get cute. I'm going to go 93 Dan Marino. Now, when I looked at the card, I'm like, oh wow, this is extremely cheap. He's hovering, maybe because of the packs, he's hovering around 10-ish K. But he's somebody I'm definitely going with 100%. He has the gunslinger chem. Honestly, I think is the best chem in the game as a quarterback. Easily, hands down. Probably top 3 in the game. Because I was playing a lot of weekend league, and even passes like screen passes or even just throwing the ball away, Gunslinger helps with that, just getting the ball out. And those throwing stats are just insane. They're absolutely insane. Okay, yeah, he's a little slow, but I mean, you're gonna give when he's making every throw. So that's somebody I'm definitely going with hands down at this year. He's actually on my budget team. And he's just performing outside of his mind right now. So that's somebody I'm definitely going with for sure. Now we're gonna bump it up a little bit. It's gonna be between 10 and 150. This is more or less like 50 to 150, 150k. And then the first people we're gonna go through, and at this point you're building your team, and you're like, okay, I kind of know my play style now, and so honestly I'm not even going with the slower guys. But for guys who do, I was surprised to see this as well, and maybe it's because of the golden ticket quarterbacks that are coming out. One of these guys is Drew Brees. Now, not everybody has enough for 100k, so I'm gonna give you guys another option that I found as well, and it's, again, Dan Marino. But Drew Brees, I was shocked to see his price drop, but these throwing stats are insane, and he has a little bit of speed and giddy up to him. I mean, these stats, somebody bought him. That's a great buy if you're more of a pocket passer. There's also Eli Manning you could go with as well. They're both very similar, to be honest with you. And then we're going with Dan Marino. Again, I would personally, it's 96 overall Dan Marino as well. I'm personally going Dan Marino here, simply because of Gunslinger. Again, I'm a big proponent of Gunslinger. And then also your chems too. Probably work in the chems with Eli Manning and Drew Brees if you want to go that route. But he's also 50k too. That's a little bit more easier and obtainable for some of you guys. And again, you guys seen the throwing stats on the 93 one. Very similar here. A little bit more speed, not a game changing on the speed difference. But again, a very good quarterback. Trying to move a little bit quicker for you guys. Now the next set of guys that we're gonna go through. Two of them. Now we're going to speed. If this is the route you're gonna take. Right here, we're gonna go between Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. Again, the same, similar here with these guys in the price range. Russell Wilson's a little bit more expensive here at 130. 80 again, buying the card out. Again, great speed, decent accuracy. Doesn't have the deep throw or even the throw power, but everything else is pretty good. But when we go to Lamar Jackson, being that he's a little bit cheaper, we're gonna take a little bit on accuracy with him, but he still has some 91 throwing stats. Same speed with Lamar. But the difference with these guys now is that they don't have any of the abilities. Again, he 88 throw mid, so again, but that's the difference in the price range as well. Why Russell Wilson is probably better than Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson will get it done in the speed department, and he'll make the throws. Maybe not mid or deep, and he also has the 91 throw power as well. So those are your speed option guys for this tier. And then the middle ground. Again, I gave you guys a couple of options because this is a bit wider of a range, and you have more options at this range. So I wanted to give you guys both. So the first guy we're gonna go through, and honestly, probably the best quarterback one of the best quarterbacks I played with this year is Aaron Rodgers. He's 96. Completely forgot. 96 Aaron Rodgers. He has Gunslinger, and he has his vert chem. Decent speed, 80 speed, which is good enough for me, personally. And everything is not over 91 except play action, but who cares about play action? This is a great card all around. I really enjoyed playing with this card, but right now at this time, I need a lot of speed, and we'll get to that later on. But again, this is the middle ground for this tier. So Rodgers, and then the next guy is gonna be 95 overall Steve Young. He doesn't have Gunslinger chem, but he's and he is actually really fast. He's just not as fast as the other two guys. But again, another card. He's probably right there with Rodgers. Somebody I rock with for a long time. He's only 35K. Like, you can't beat that for 86 speed with the throwing stats that he has. If I would probably go him over the Dan Marino, actually, to be honest, so I could get a little bit more of that speed, because he's made every throw for me. And then you also had the chems that you could work with too. Like, you have toughness, if you know, ground and pound, if you want to go that route as well. So the versatility with that, with Steve Young, you have that. And now we're gonna get into the, you know, the bit beastier of a tier, over anybody that's over 150. So right here, we're gonna go with the middle ground first. Again, these draft guys, they're cool, they just don't have the abilities. Right here, we're gonna go with Baker Mayfield and Josh Allen. They have that middle ground speed again, and just amazing throwing stats. At this point, you could kind of just pick your poison, pick what your play style is, who you like as a player better, to be honest. So Baker's 1, Josh Allen is 2. Where did Josh Allen go? Okay, you got me. You got me. He's 97. So again, that middle ground-ish. That's Josh Rosen. You're slow. 80 speed. So Baker's obviously better because he's, you know, 99 overall. But Josh Allen, and that's why I say that I'd rather go speed or accuracy at this point. So that's Josh Allen's stats. Now the next guy I would go with, Dan Marino again. Like, Dan Marino is you can't beat his accuracy, and again, I'm a huge proponent of gunslinger. I guess you could go Tom Brady here as well. Again, you got Eli and those guys, but Dan Marino, he's just, come on, 98 throw power, 99 short throw, 98 throw mid, like, you can't beat it. You can't beat it with the gunslinger chem, 99 overall as well. Around under 200 actually. So that's, you know, somebody I'm going with there. And then last but not least, and guys that I rock with, we're going with Vic. You also have 99 overall Randall Cunningham, but Vic, man, he's obtainable as well. I feel like he's under 200K as well too. Yep, 170. Like, you can't beat that. 94 speed. He doesn't have the throwing accuracy, but he makes the throws when I need him to. And I'm throwing on the run a lot, so that 97 throw on the run kind of gets negated with the his throw mid gets negated by the throw on the run a lot of the time. And man, oh man, Vic is an absolute monster, especially with his juking and spin. I can't tell you guys how many times, and he just doesn't fumble, man. Vic just doesn't fumble. I'm gonna show you guys Cunningham as well. He's a lot, and he just came out too. But with the golden tickets coming out, they kind of made it a little bit more obtainable to go get Randall Cunningham. But yeah, so that's gonna be this video, guys. I hope this guys helped you. Try not to make it too long, but I wanted to explain to you why I would have some of these quarterbacks in certain situations. The 89 throw mid, again, that's why I would probably go Vic, because it doesn't really, and Vic has a little bit more speed as well. So yeah, I mean, pick your poison, I guess. And he's also what, 300. Vic is 170. So, you know, see what you got. See what your coins. Your play style. Again, Vic is left-handed, Cunningham's right, if that's something that, you know, you can't kind of deal with. But I hope I gave you guys some good options. Again, you can be tweaked, you know, here and there, but those are the guys that I found with the accuracy stats and the speed and whatnot, that I thought would be good for you guys. But that's going to be this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this guy helped you in any way. Let me know down in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new. And until next time, guys, peace out.